What we're saying is send them back. Simple as that. Poland is the only country in the European Union which we haven't had even one terrorist attack. We don't have stabbings, we don't have rapes, we don't have all these really dangerous behaviors from migrants, illegal migrants. So our policy is very straight. Zero tolerance. We built a beautiful wall on our border with Belarus, and there is no way anyone went into Poland. When you see the data from Eurostat, not ours, from European Union, Poland is the safest country in Europe. When they started this madness, I mean, Angela Merkel started it when she was looking for cheap labor, we said, no, we're not going to sign this quota system, and the quota system failed. And this madness has to be stopped. It will be stopped by Poland. We stopped it. We never let anyone to come illegally to Poland. When you see Polish people in London, we are here legally. We pay taxes, we contribute to the society, and if anyone would like to come to Poland legally, you are very welcome. But the problem is, when you have 200,000 people in Germany, we do not know who are they. They just vanished. 200,000 people by the German data. We don't know who are they, where are they, what are they going to do. What do you need to do? You need to put them on the plane, send them back. The problem is that they destroyed their passports, they destroyed their fingerprints, so they are already criminals. But you cannot keep them, you cannot let them stay in here, because if we're going to continue with this madness, there will be 5 or 15 or 50 million people within 10 years. It's not going to stop, because people who are making money on it are very happy from what they heard from Madame Leyen, the will of Polish nation. That's why we just let Polish people to say, do you want illegal migration, which is forced by European Union, yes or no? So if Polish nation will say again, and I must say, since 2015, our party won 8 times. We have won 8 times. Leftists were rejected 8 times. If we're gonna win, if referendum will be very, very clear, there is no law above the will of Polish nation. Zero. Not even one will come to Poland. We did not let anyone in illegally, and we're going to keep our word.
Even though it's not often in the media anymore, it's still one of the biggest crises that Europe is facing right now. The migrant crisis didn't limit itself just to 2015. The numbers are very high still, but they are not constantly on the news anymore. In all of Europe, people are starting to wake up to the negative effects of it, very much so. We've seen that obviously with the win of the Sweden Democrats in the Swedish election, and of course with Giorgia Meloni winning the elections in Italy.
If only the globalists in Brussels put as much energy into securing our borders as they did trying to gag conservatives, maybe our continent would be in a healthier state. One of the most radical and harmful influences in our politics and in our societies. A radicalism that is subverting and reconfiguring our democracies by replacing the will of the people expressed through representative parliament, replacing it with the whims of unelected activist judges in Strasbourg, through ever more tendentious interpretations of, yes, you guessed it, the European Convention on Human Rights. It is the task of true conservatives to successfully challenge this rights radicalism. And I tell you, it is an urgent task, because whether it's securing our borders against illegal migration, removing rapists and paedophiles from our community, preventing terrorism, protecting children and women in safe same-sex spaces, defending our brave soldiers from witch hunts through the courts, the ECHR is binding our hands and choking common sense decisions. The truth is that until we are rid of it, our governments will find themselves impotent. If the EU and our respective national governments cannot solve problems like illegal migration the decent, liberal and democratic way, then I fear that our streets will fill with people offering indecent, illiberal and violent solutions.
As president, I also suspended refugee resettlement, and we'll do it again. We'll put it right back into place. I banned refugees from Syria. I banned refugees from Somalia, very dangerous places, and from all of the most dangerous places all over the world. I banned them. I said, I'm sorry. Some very, very rough people come out of those areas. They want to blow up our country. We aren't bringing in anyone from Gaza, Syria, Somalia, Yemen, or Libya, or anywhere else that threatens our security. Next, we'll implement strong ideological screening of all immigrants to the United States. No longer will we allow dangerous lunatics, haters, bigots, and maniacs to get residency in our country. We're not going to let them stay here. We're going to have the largest deportation effort in history.
First, just to clarify the position of Hungary on migration. It's true that the number of migrants in Hungary is 0. And the reason is very simple. We have a system, which is a fair system. We say that the border is a border, and to cross the border illegally, it's an illegal action. So we can't accept that somebody illegally crossing the border line. It's a crime. It's not a human right something. It's a crime. The second is, we understand that many people would like to come, let's say, in Hungary. But there is a procedure of that. If you would like to come to Hungary, first you have to pass your request to the Hungarian authorities, let's say in an embassy, let's say in Belgrade, which is the neighboring country capital, and then stay and wait. So nobody can step into the territory of Hungary prior to get the final decision of the Hungarian authorities whether you let you come in or you can't. So you have to wait outside. This is the key issue. And this is the red line. If we are not able to manage that all around Europe, all national authorities manage the same regulation, that those who would like to come to Europe must stay out and waiting for the answer of the authorities to their request, they can't move earlier than that. So if we are able to manage that, migration is over immediately. This is the solution.
I'm known in Germany as the former head of German Domestic Intelligence Service, and I dared to contradict Angela Merkel on her refugee policy several times. Dear friends, Germany is the main target country of migrants in Europe. The vast majority of migrants invokes the right of asylum that we Europeans actually need to be protected from our governments. However, hardly any of the asylum seekers coming to Germany are politically persecuted. As a rule, they are not entitled to asylum because they come to Germany and Europe via other states. Asylum means temporary protection if and as long as someone is politically persecuted. The right of asylum means protection in the nearest safe third country or in the safe regions of the country of origin.
The real essence of the whole migration debate, because really it has never really been about helping refugees. We all want to help people in need. We in Hungary haven't given up. This debate, however, in its essence is about whether or not we're able to preserve our European identity, our way of life, norms, culture and traditions. The promotion of mass migration threatens all that. It is in reality a social transformation project that is imposed upon the European people without, in most cases, ever asking them about their opinion and consent. Illegal mass migration leads to the disintegration of society. It breaks down European norms, it destroys public security. The first signs of that horrible disaster are already visible in many Western European cities. Think of just France, for instance, and the brutal, horrendous murders that have become part of French life. Public safety is deteriorating. The state is losing control. Public authority is slipping out of its hand. The Hungarian people have been asked about this issue and they have repeatedly rejected illegal mass migration.
If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your support keeps us motivated to bring you more engaging content. Remember, stay informed, stay engaged.